It was February 17 of 2013, the 62nd NBA All-Star Game taking place in Houston, Texas. There was a lot of hype heading into this one. As seen in the All-Star voting, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James led each conference with 1.5 million votes. At the time, LeBron averaged 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. He had led the Heat to a 36-14 record, which was best in the Eastern Conference. On the other hand, Kobe averaged similar numbers, 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. However, unlike the Heat, the Lakers were just 10th in the Western Conference. The team had been dealing with injuries all year, and Mike D'Antoni's system caused a lot of tension in the locker room. Still, Kobe's strong numbers were enough to spark conversations. Was he a better player than LeBron James? Mind you, Kobe was 34 at the time, but had probably the highest usage rate in the league. A lot of people were looking for answers, which is when Michael Jordan came in. Just a few days before the All-Star game, he was asked that question and said this.
Kobe or LeBron? That's a tough one. I would say Kevin Durant. In terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage, is LeBron. Championship-wise, Kobe Bryant. And if you had to pick, between the two, that'd be a tough choice. But 5 beats 1.
Now Jordan had a pretty reasonable response. He acknowledged the greatness of LeBron, but just went with the better winner at the time, Kobe. Ultimately, he made his decision based on who had more rings. LeBron didn't agree with that reasoning and had this to say.
Have you heard about Jordan's comments?
Yeah, I heard. My take on it, I don't really have a take on it. He said he would take Kobe over me because it was 5 rings is better than 1, and last time he checked, 5 is better than 1. I don't think, at the end of the day, rings doesn't always define someone's career. If that's the case, then I would sit up here and say I would take Russell over Jordan, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Russell over Jordan. Russell has 11 rings, Jordan has 6. Or I'd take Robert Horry over Kobe. I wouldn't do that. So rings does not define someone's career. Sometimes it's a situation that you're in, it's a team that you're in, and it's about timing as well. But I don't play the game and try to define who I am over what guys say or how they feel about me. It doesn't matter to me.
Basically, LeBron thought that he was the better player and that rings should not always define a player's ranking. Remember, this was in 2013, and with LeBron going on to win 3 more titles, you could now make a stronger case. Now, Kobe never publicly responded to those comments, but he did take the All-Star game more seriously. In fact, he made it his mission to lock down LeBron. That brings us to the 4th quarter of this game. Although Kobe was already applying pressure on the perimeter, he took it to another level. He started guarding LeBron full court. He was cutting him off, fighting through screens, and making him as uncomfortable as possible. That leads to the 4th minute mark. After being all over LeBron, not giving him a space of air and forcing a miss, Kobe started trash talking. LeBron thought that he had just gotten fouled, but Kobe wasn't buying any of it. He started pointing and letting the crowd know that this wasn't just a game. Now just 15 seconds later, Kobe picked him off full court again. As you can see, LeBron immediately called for a screen as he crossed half court. Chris Bosh was trying to set one, but Kobe would either block the screen or just go under, rotate with Blake Griffin, and just go back with his man. Remember, this was just an all-star game, but Kobe didn't care. He wanted to make a statement that rings weren't just the defining factor. Kobe actually blocked a LeBron jumper, leading to a Durant transition dunk. Eric Spoelstra, who was the East coach, called a timeout, which is when Kobe started talking to LeBron. He said all that talking before heading to the bench. Of course, he was referring to the interview before the All-Star game, but Kobe wasn't done there. With 40 seconds left, the West team was winning 142-134. The game was basically over, but just look at Kobe, ready to pick up LeBron full court. As the ball was being inbounded, you can see Griffin trying to double team before leaving the matchup to Kobe. Now LeBron was sprinting, trying to get past Kobe and beat him off the dribble. However, Kobe was still all over him, forcing him left the whole time. With barely any space to create, Kobe blocked LeBron once again, this time at the rim. You can even see LeBron getting pissed, knowing Kobe was all over him before the ball was inbounded. Therefore, LeBron demanded for the ball and wanted a clear out. Him versus Kobe one-on-one with nobody helping. LeBron took a couple pound dribbles before doing a spin move to get a better angle. Mind you, Kobe was still over him, so it wasn't easy. Now with LeBron seeing Kobe trying to block everything, he did a pump fake and got Kobe in the air. This resulted in a foul by Kobe as LeBron could not finish the basket. However, as LeBron was shooting free throws, Kobe had more words. He told the TNT crew, Yeah, Kobe was that serious, and the West team ended up beating the East team by 5 points. LeBron finished the game with 19 points, but shot 7 for 18 from the field. A good majority of those shots were contested by Kobe, which shows how competitive he really was. Now, Kobe was asked about this matchup after the game, and even mentioned some of the trash talk.
Well, I mean, just taking a challenge, defending a little bit. You know, when the game gets gets close, you know, it's just it's fun. I enjoy it. You know, I'm a nice guy.
You can't score on me. That's what they said on TV.
You know, I'm an '80s baby. You know what I mean? That's what we do.
Man, this was definitely one of the last few competitive All-Star games that we've had. Kobe definitely took LeBron's comments seriously and showed that even at 34 years of age, you should always give your all for the fans. Hopefully we can see more competitive All-Star games coming up. In fact, there are rumors about a potential Team World versus Team USA matchup in the future. That will definitely be exciting to watch, so let's see what happens. And that pretty much concludes the video. What do you guys think of this trash talking story? Who do you think is better all time between Kobe and LeBron? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace out.